Okay, everybody, this is the first of our two showpiece finals. It's our ladies senior singles. The two players are two of the best female players who's ever played the game. They have kind of built up a bit of a rivalry the past couple of years, and they've certainly brought Ladies Humble to new heights. So can we welcome for serving from Limerick is Martina McMahon, and receiving... And receiving from Cork is the reigning champion, Katrina Casey. Today's referee is James Brady from Cavan.
One serve zero.
The first passage of play is just finished, and
Two serve zero. Sharp ball, second serve.
so we're having a little bit of problems with the commentary now. So okay, yeah, perfect. So we'd just like to welcome everybody on the Facebook live stream to King's Court for the ladies senior singles final. Angus Cunningham from St. Coleman's in Roscommon is my co-commentator today, and the action has just started here. Martina McMahon in the green and white of Limerick, and the current ladies senior singles champion is Katrina Casey from Ballydesmond in County Cork. So it's 0 plays 2. And we just maybe get a couple of opening words from Angus.
Thank you very much, Gavin. I have to say I'm really looking forward to this game today.
Points.
I
One serves two.
will depend on Martina, because we know with Katrina what you're going to get is absolute consistency over and over again. Katrina just doesn't make mistakes. So, however,
two serves two.
Real package after the whole match. Probably some of the best shots, all the best shots would be Martina, because she has that beautiful left-hand stroke, especially at the kill low on the left side. However, she does tend to make more mistakes than Katrina. So it's just a case of how well Martina plays, I think, because we know we're going to get the absolute
Three serves two.
Katrina.
Martina with a very good start, like 2 aces out of the blocks really quickly, but Katrina's counteracted that
She
now
certainly has.
in short time.
4 serves 2.
4-2, so there's no hanging about here early.
No. Her serving is very accurate so far. I know we're on the very early
Side
stage,
away.
but immediately you can see Katrina's serving low and
2
accurate
serves
on the right
4.
side. Nice shot.
3 serves 4. Hand off.
Martina went for it with her right, but I suppose the one
4
thing that's
serves 3.
noticeable is that, you know, Martina has started in complete contrast to last year's final. You know, she has started this game with plenty of
5 serves 3.
I would believe, to my eye, you know, I think Martina's fitter this year. From what I've heard, she's put in a big effort in training too. So it'll be interesting to see, does it pay off?
Yeah, well, I think in last year's final, I suppose, you know, previous results are irrelevant in the greater scheme of things today, but, you know, last year she completely failed to get out of the blocks, and I think she just went from bad to worse. Great shot.
Yeah. It's important that she stays in touch early on, I think. Because, as you says,
3 serves 5.
Just consistently, she build on it and build on it and build, and she just pull away.
Short ball, low.
That serve,
Second
Martina
serve.
has a beautiful serve with the left hand. It's going to stay straight down the net. But I think last week in the semi-final against Aisling, for quite a while, the serve wasn't getting close enough to the wall, you know, and Aisling was dealing with it quite comfortably. So it'll be interesting to see does she have the serve closer to the wall this week. Oh, lovely shot.
Hand off.
Yeah, of course, last week's semi-final.
5 serves 3.
Aisling Riley, and it was 21-15, 21-11, and Katrina had her semi-final victory against Ciara Mahon from Clock and Kilkenny, 2 straight games. So both girls have probably established themselves as the 2 foremost female players in the country. They were also in the 60x30 final.
Down. Hand off.
They have been in
3
CCS finals,
serves 5
finals, and in both 60x30 and 40x20, and they've arrived back here as the 2 best players in the country.
Absolutely. There's no doubt they are the 2 premier players right now.
4 serves 5.
Would you rule out Aisling when it comes to World Championships again? But I thought last week Martina was definitely the better player. I know both of them did make a number. It was kind of, it wasn't up to the standard you expected with the 2 of them early on, but as the game went on, the better Martina played.
5 serves
just
4.
saw an example there of an excellent serve from Martina on an ace again, but Katrina's mobility is excellent around the court. Oh, lovely.
I suppose a feature of, you know, the
6 serves
game
4.
at senior level in Ireland now is you know, you really can't afford to get in and be caught cold. I'm sure both girls did a very intense warm-up, and they've arrived onto the court kind of playing their best.
Yes.
7 serves 4.
Rather than, you know, somebody being stuck in the stalls.
Absolutely, they've hit the ground running. There's no doubt about it.
Short ball,
you
second
both are
serve.
quite sharp here straight away. So, because again, as we mentioned earlier, particularly from Martina's point of view, it's very important that she stays with Katrina early on, or else the game could just run away from her very, very quickly.
Side away.
With Katrina's consistency.
4 serves 7.
Chance for Katrina. She opts to go to the roof with it. Good shot.
Don't give her a second chance.
7 serves 4.
So it's 7 serves 4. Katrina Case in the opening stages of the ladies' senior singles final.
Good shot.
Side away. 4 serves 7.
Good
Nice shot. Nice shot. Do you think that Martina's
5 serves 7.
Or would you say that?
Well, I suppose oh, that was great save. Katrina's going to look for an appeal on it, but I thought it was
Merv,
good.
I thought it was
I
good
called
too.
it good.
What did the
He
lads
agrees.
think? They both agree.
Point stands.
Yeah, I thought
Score
it
is
was good
6
as well.
serves
Good.
7.
Just barely, huh? Very close. Another beauty. Yeah. And that's what I was talking about earlier. She's getting served much closer to the wall.
Together a 7.
I think it's an impressive opening, you know, considering what happened last year for Martina McMahon. So she
Shot ball.
obviously,
Second
her
serve.
all-round game has obviously improved. Her right hand definitely has improved, and I mean, you would have to say, you know, the talent has always been there with her, but just kind of maybe getting
Side away.
forward has been probably one of her problems, ability-wise.
7 serves 7.
And I've said it before in broadcasts like that. I've played with Tommy Hines in Wexford, Kit Hall. I've played World Open doubles with Dominic Lynch, a left-hander, and to my estimation, Martina McMahon has as good a left hand as I've ever saw. She's terrifically talented.
Yeah.
So, you know, I think she has made a start certainly full of intent here today.
Yeah. Well, I would.
She's going to need it, and you know, and a little bit extra if she's going to overcome a player of Katrina's talents. But certainly she's going the right way about it from the start.
She certainly is. She's playing with
Hand
intent.
off. 7 serve 7.
As you said, there's never been any doubt about her ability. Martina has had tremendous ability, and that left hand is a thing of beauty when it's on full flow.
She's certainly been very consistent.
8 serve 7.
Oh, ouch.
Yeah. That's one of those. I think Katrina was expecting the replay there.
Waited until the last
Okay.
minute.
Yeah.
But
Oh, lovely shot. Lovely shot.
I mean, there has been a couple of, well, I suppose that
9
was
serve
harder
7.
but the
Yeah.
issue that maybe I would just like you to develop is that you know, that both ladies in the senior final just have chose to just accept the decision and get on with it, where it seems to be sometimes a trend at juvenile handball where, you know, the referee will be questioned and there'll be kind of, you know, a little bit of deliberation among the parents.
Hand off.
Whereas, you know, like both of the girls,
7
those
serves 9.
seasoned players have just opted to just play on and
True.
kind of accept it.
As you said, anyway, it was fairly marginal anyway. You know, it's like he just gave Martina, like, you know, I think it was a case of Katrina just thought he was going to replay and he didn't. So the classic case of play the ref, you know.
Yeah.
But
I suppose it's just a good lesson for juvenile players watching in like
Yeah.
that. You
Yeah.
know, like both of them have just gone on with the game.
yeah, absolutely, because there's no doubt you can actually.
Time out.
It can be.
Score is 8 serves 9.
Time out in play, so we can maybe just have a small little bit of a chat about it.
Yeah, there's no doubt. Okay, so there is one very notable example of a person who seems to thrive on arguing with referees and everyone, but he's not here today. Anyway, I think we both know who I'm talking about. But in general, it's not very self-serving to get into an argumentative frame of mind. You need to keep cool. You need to be focusing completely on your shots and your tactics and the running of the game. And I think if you get to the stage where you're arguing with the referee, suddenly you're not giving 100% focus to the match, and that surely is going to come against you in the long term, you know.
Yeah, well, like, I mean, both Katrina and Martina are wonderful players, like, and they've been over and back to the stage. They play one wall, they play 60 by 30, and I think it's a good example, you know, for both juvenile boys and girls watching in, you know, to just see a marginal call like that. Katrina might, all right, she had a look at James, but she just decided to accept the point and play on, and it hasn't affected her, say, in the immediate points, which is a good learning curve.
Yeah, I'd say she's completely forgotten about
Okay,
it in
folks,
the next shot.
quiet
That's
please.
it. That's the
Score
top
is
player
8 serves 9.
to just get on with the game. That was a lovely 3-1
Hand off.
defensive shot from Martina.
9 serves 8.
So at the halfway stage in the first game, Martina is well in this game, and her left hand, she's using it to good effect.
A surprising Katrina shot there. I thought she could have done more with that last shot. She gave a setup really. When
10
in
serves
effect,
8.
She could have done more with that last shot, I thought.
I think her success in the game is definitely built on that serve. Like, I mean, she has been really good shot.
Beautiful shot.
She has been really consistent with it down
She
the
has.
left-hand side.
11 serves 8.
Terrific shot from Martina, and there's another really
Excellent
consistent
serve,
serve.
yeah.
I mean, it's very difficult to do anything with that.
That's it. But you said the entire game here is going to be based off the serve. And if Martina gets
12
that
serves
serve consistent like
8.
that, well then, who knows? We could be in for a new champ. Long way to go, of course, yeah.
Another chance for Martina. Left it up a little bit high.
Oh, lovely shot, sweet shot.
Hand off.
That's the thing, against Katrina, you're going to have to take your chances.
8 serves 12.
So it's a handout. 18 to Katrina, 12 out to Martina.
There's a point. 9 serves 12.
A little bit of an unforced error there. I think she took her eye off the ball there that time, Martina. She probably can't really afford to have too many of those, but she's definitely in the ascendancy in this first game. Very fine attack and play from her.
Yeah, left that too high.
shot.
She's annoyed with herself after that one. She knows she should have done better.
10 serves 12.
So
11 serves 12.
Lead is eroded to 1 ace. She has a chance to level it up. And she duly
I
does.
think now would be a good time to take a timeout for Martina. Just
Together at
she's
12.
on that little bit of a roll right now.
So from 8-12 to 12-12,
Yeah.
Katrina serving.
And there's another one.
She's gone to the front at 13-12. I don't know, you probably have to put that. I know maybe
13 serves 12.
has tightened up, but you know, it's probably a little bit of a loss of concentration from Martina as well, or has that been a little bit harsh?
Well,
bit
in
of
fairness,
both,
a
maybe.
little bit possibly a combination, yeah. But certainly, from the viewpoint of stopping her momentum, I really think Martina should definitely, right now, absolutely has to take a timeout. She really should.
14 serves 12.
It came across the back wall there. I think it was a kind of a soft miss.
It
She
was.
coughed up another couple on top of it. I think she had Katrina on a little bit of a run.
Oh, that was a
Timeout.
I think
Okay,
she meant
the
that.
score is
Take timeout
15-12.
now, apparently. I was
Second
thinking
timeout.
she'd taken it maybe 3 aces ago.
So a 7-ace swing.
Yeah, that's a lot in a very short space of time.
Well, it was probably in a minute and a half, maybe, or
Yeah.
2 minutes. Just goes to show you how
Yeah,
quickly the
just-
game can
I was just talking about
turn
how well-
around.
Yeah. Oh boy.
So sometimes in Briefy House, we have a monitor and we can see what the viewership is on Facebook. But I'm sure there's a huge amount of people tuning in today. So just to give them
It's okay. It's okay. It's only the areas
the
that
results from the
have a
ladies
little bit of sweat
minor
on them.
and the boys
Because if you
minor
don't,
that
if you
have
keep on mopping the
taken
whole
place
lot, it makes
before
it
the
very
ladies senior, so
slippery.
the
So only
ladies minor
spots, so you don't need
singles,
it. It's fine. It's not too wet anyway.
It was won by Leah Doyle from League Slip in Kildare. She beat Katrina Milan on the 21-12, 21-16 scoreline. Terrific achievement for Leah. She's been one of the foremost juvenile players in the country for the last number of years, and she has obviously achieved, her ultimate ambition of winning a minor All Ireland, and she's also minor again next year. So very well done to her, and I think tremendous credit to Katrina Milan. To get to the minor final. She had a brilliant victory against Niamh Heffernan last weekend in Clare, Galway, in the semi-final, and she has made her way
Score
back
is
from
15
a
serves
serious injury.
12.
So we're resuming play. 15-12.
Oh, nice.
Hand off.
Okay. Yeah, you're better.
12 serves 15.
So it's 12-15. Martina back in. Katrina done an awful lot of damage in that.
She did.
passage of play, and she went from 7 to 15, or was it 8 to 15?
It was 8 to 15, yeah.
Great get from Martina, great athleticism, but Katrina's going to put it away.
Great finish.
Hand off.
You see, the thing is, she should never let Katrina pass her. at
15
least
serves
in terms of
12.
Taking a time out. Just stop her momentum, because once Katrina gets on that roll, she's very, very difficult to stop. As I said, the consistency is the big thing with Katrina. She starts putting that ball away, it's going to be put away consistently.
$16 serves 12.
Of course, Katrina's looking for her 4th title today. She's been a winner in 2013, 2016, and again last year in 2017. And Martina is looking for her maiden 40 by 20 title.
I wonder if Martina might be
17
rattling right
serves
now.
12.
17-12, so from 8-12 behind
Yeah.
to 17-12 in front.
Oh, lovely
Great
shot.
shot.
Lovely shot.
Great shot.
Hand off.
So I suppose it was a combination of factors. I think
12
just
serves,
from
17.
our vantage point, I think Martina definitely, to my mind, lost concentration, and it's kind of
Short.
coincided with. She's going to appeal that,
Mel.
but it was short. It
Disagree?
kinda
I'm sure myself.
Okay.
now.
Agree with me? Short ball.
Okay.
Short ball, second serve. I thought it was
Second
short.
serve.
So I was just saying that Martina's lapse in concentration kind of coincided with Katrina up in her game.
Yes.
Hand off.
As well as that, I suppose, being so familiar
Score
with her,
is 17
Katrina
serves
knows
12.
that there are patches in games that Martina does lose concentration, and that's a fact. Now, she certainly has improved in it, no doubt about it, but at the level they're playing, it's absolute 100% concentration or bust, basically,
Lovely fluent roof stroke from Katrina Casey. She's back into the back right hand corner. Oh, great
Oh,
shot from
lovely.
Martina. She'll pick
Oh,
it
good
up.
pick.
Oh, she went on it.
I can understand why she went for it, but I think she made her mind up that little nanosecond too late. 'Cause she had her pin
18
back and her
serves
idea was
12.
just to-
She made her run just slightly a little
Yeah.
bit late, and you could see that actually happening. Screen ball.
Oh, screen ball. Oh.
Yeah.
Screen.
It's a little bit of a tall order now for Martina in the first 18-12. So
Yeah.
Katrina needs to get 3, Martina needs to get 9, obviously, but it's fly kill. Oh, she kind of left it loose.
Well done. She did well there, and I think James
Hand
did well
off.
to not call the replay either, because
12
you could see
serves
once she got it
18.
back, it was going to
Yeah,
be in her
no,
favour.
he waited. No,
Yeah.
he did well.
Yeah. Oh.
Hand off.
I think she let that drop to a very uncompromising position.
18
Back
serves
ball. It might have
12.
been better implied, maybe hitting it overhand,
Possibly.
but this might be a little bit
Yeah.
easier from up here.
Everything's easier from up here. Oh, that's a good shot.
Good shot.
That was a very good shot. Considering how it crashed off the side wall,
Hand
that
off.
was a very, very good shot.
She
12
needs to throw
serves
caution
18.
now.
Yeah.
6 aces behind.
Short ball. Second serve.
Oh, yeah. The serve was a little loose. I
Hand
thought.
off.
Great return though from
18
12.
serves 12.
That wall off the right hand side wall. Absolutely nothing she could do about it. Difficult shot from Martina. That looks like a setup to me. This certainly is.
Yeah.
Shot.
Yeah, well done.
19 serves 12.
19 play 12. Katrina Casey.
Nice finish.
20 plays 12, so from a 12.
20. Game ball, serves 12.
Behind. She stormed into the lead.
Oh,
What a shot.
what a beautiful shot.
Hand off.
What a shot from Martina.
12 serves 20.
She has it all to do though from this position.
She certainly does.
It's a fabulous
20
from
serves
Katrina.
12.
The
Certainly
serve
was.
was really good. She just waited for it on the last second. She did well to dig that out. She
Yeah.
could be in trouble here.
Oh,
Gets the first game to
21, first game.
And Katrina helps her up from the floor. Very sporting gesture. So it's the first game to Katrina Casey from Ballydesmond. 21-12 after being behind 8-12.
yeah. 23-minute game. Our statistician beside us here lets us know. Well, I suppose it's a combination really of Katrina really upping the stakes, and definitely there's no doubt Martina did drop it a little bit,
Oh, grand.
but she needs to
handy.
make sure that doesn't happen again. And as I mentioned at the time, I really think a time out there to prevent Katrina gathering any form of momentum. All right. Okay, we'll leave it at that until the second game returns.
Okay, folks, the second game is just about to start. If we could just have a little bit of quiet and respect for the players. Thank you.
For the second game in the ladies, or the ladies.
Okay, Katrina to serve first.
Other results have come up on Facebook.
0-0. Play ball.
The boys minor singles 21-8, 21-9 against Dawn Brennan from Kells in County Kilkenny. So league slip Kildare in the ladies minor and Kilkee
away.
Clare in the boys minor or men's minor.
0-0.
So we're back 0-0 in the second game of the ladies senior singles final for 2018. Two terrific players, Katrina Casey and Martina McMahon, as good of female handballers or as good of handballers. We better be politically correct that ever
Hand
stepped
off.
into a court in Ireland. Certainly,
Zero,
in my
serve
time watching
zero.
handball anyway, two terrific players.
I would wholeheartedly agree with you. Just had a little.
Will you be the man who knowing is coming from the famed St. Colum's? We've had so many fantastic
1 serve 0.
over the years.
Certainly have, and especially a number of very, very good female handballers, you know. So we know what we're looking at, but
Yeah, that's okay.
these two are as good as anyone out there. I had a little look at the stats there in between games, and one stood out for me. Just to, I know I don't want to labour the point, but it was unforced errors. Martina,
Two,
no, it
serve
wasn't bad. She
zero.
had 4 unforced errors in the first game, which is not a bad return, but I don't have to
Shot ball.
mention for Katrina.
Second
zero.
serve.
No
Zero.
unforced errors in the first game, none. And that is the hallmark of Katrina Casey. She just does not make mistakes. I was saying to a person here before I came up here earlier, I think in all my time
Three,
watching handball, male or
serve zero.
female, underage and adult, I don't think I've ever seen anyone who makes less hand errors than Katrina does. She's so consistent. She just does not make mistakes.
Well, if we just go back to the point that, oh my God, that was an outrageously wrong choice of shot
4
from
serve
Martina.
0.
So if from 8 to that's 17 points without reply now to Katrina,
Yeah.
which kind of tells its own story.
Down.
That's not up.
Nope.
So that's from 8-12.
Point.
She's went all the way to 21, and now she's 5-0 up. which is
5
kind of-
serve 0.
It's worrying for Martina.
Martina really needs to stop her
Down.
off big time. She just got out of jail.
Hand
there.
off.
Yeah.
0 serves 5.
So it's 0 play 5. Good
Nice
serve.
serve.
1 serves 5.
I suppose she can't really have any
Shot.
margin for error with that serve.
No.
Like, you know, really when she was in the ascendancy in the first
Second
game, she was
serve.
getting the serve pinpoint down into the left.
It really was. Even though Katrina still did manage to return most of them, but at least she wasn't returning them with interest. You know, they're leaving Martina in a good position whereby she could actually do something, then nail the return.
Hand off. 5 serves 1.
So it's 5 plays 1. Second game. Katrina Casey. And she's getting a very consistent serve as well into the right hand side, Katrina. Well played, Martina.
Nice finish.
Hand off. 1 serves 5.
Martina always looks like to me that she has more in the tank if she could just if she could just get it onto the court, but it's sometimes eludes her. Maybe
I suppose the
she could
case
do
of
it in this rally now
she certainly could.
to try and get the scoreboard ticking for her.
Whoops.
Oh,
Yeah.
Hand off. 5 serves 1.
5-1.
Hmm.
6 serves 1.
Excellent roofing again there from Katrina.
Timeout.
Timeout now for Martina.
First timeout. Score is 7-1.
7-1.
I have to say the game is kind of slipping a little bit away from Martina.
I think it is. I think it is.
You know, if you just go back to that point, like I know I'm repeating it, but like from 8 to 21, like is 13, and there's another 7 aces now. So
Yeah.
Katrina has outscored Martina 20 aces to 1.
Wow. When you put it like that, it really just shows the different levels. Now, I know I don't want to go repeating myself either, but in relation to timeouts, I remember a number of years ago when Paul Brady played Tony Healy in a final. Now, this is when Paul was at an absolute peak, and Tony knew he'd had to play absolutely out of his skin in order to beat him, and Paul had this habit of blasting out of the blocks. And I think Tony Healy had his 3 timeouts taken by the time Paul hit 9. The whole idea was to try to stop the momentum. Now, I'm not saying it didn't actually work, of course. It didn't actually work, but the whole thinking behind it was just stop the momentum, stop the momentum, stop the momentum. And I really think that when Martina was 12-8 up, she should take a timeout, either 11 or 12. Don't let Martina pass, or don't let Katrina pass.
Yeah, I remember.
It's a psychological thing, you know.
You did make the point of it there in the first game, when
Yeah.
she decided to let her go the other side of 12.
She did, and she was 14 or 15 before she took it
It
then.
was 15 or 16 before
Yeah.
she took it, yeah.
And that was when she should have been taking her second one, in my opinion, at that stage, you know. Kill the momentum and maybe take what you would call a long time out outside, you know, drag it out, as so many people are good at. She's taking a time out now, but at this game,
Check
I
the
think
ball.
right now we could be seeing
Score
a fairly
is
one-sided
7
second
serves
game
1.
if this continues, unless Martina makes a serious impact in the next 2 to 3 minutes. Lovely shot.
8 serves 1.
8 plays 1. Katrina Casey.
Oh, nice serve.
She has a terrific
9
technique, though, a
serves
lovely
1.
fluent serving
Yes.
action, and she's kind of technically so correct. You know, every shot is kind of precision with her.
Uh-huh.
And then she has all the shots, you know, left and right, and she doesn't really make very many mistakes.
Oh, look at that. That's an excellent shot. She also has this uncanny ability to put the
10
ball wherever her
serves
opponent
1.
isn't. that's something that she had even as a youngster. Good finish. That's it.
Hand off. 1 serves 10.
A little bit of frustration creeping in there from Martina. There was a slight cross, but
Slight. It wasn't.
it was a great shot from her actually after that. She really needs to kind of. You may chalk that down as an unforced
Yes,
error.
I think so.
2 serves 10.
Your marker out there, Austin, for that one.
You don't see that's a bit of a collector's item, so it is there. Oh, lovely chain. That was such a smart shot
Hand off.
because it was
10
unexpected. I
serves
wasn't
2.
expecting that shot. I thought the next shot was going down the left.
It's going to be difficult for Martina
is.
to try and chart her way back into this
Yeah.
game. Like, you know, she really just needs to,
Hand off.
I suppose, throw caution to the
2
wind
serves
because she
10.
has the natural ability, and maybe just try and just come down at every opportunity. 3 plays
3 serves 10.
That's a
Oh,
sweet
great
serve. That's a
serve.
sweet serve. Beautifully struck.
4 serves 10.
Shot,
That
Martina.
was well played, Martina. And that's the way she needs to dominate the rally, let that play out and out aggression.
5 serves 10.
Good serve again. Yeah. Well, I would.
6 serves 10.
6-10. She's rattled off 4 straight points, and here's a chance for a 5th one. No. So this has to go down. Oh, brilliant. So it's time
Time
out.
out for call.
Now, did you know
For
his
Katrina.
Yeah,
Score is
Katrina took the
7-10.
timeout there. That's the difference there now. Once Katrina realises she's on a roll, she takes the timeout correctly. So it's all about killing the momentum. But there's no doubt when when Martina does get a roll like that, she strikes the ball as sweet as anyone on handball, so she does. And that last kill there was a perfect example. Beautiful stroke with the left hand.
Yeah, I suppose in any analysis of the game, like, you know, the last 5 aces have, you know, been characterised by Martina McMahon being at her brilliant best, and it was just, she was unplayable.
Yes.
But she just seems to have, you know, like, I mean, I don't want to sound critical, but like to go nearly 20 aces without reply in the game up to now, when she can rattle off 5 aces just like she has done, is really maybe, it's obviously the difference in the game today, you know, in terms of that Katrina's a game up and she's 10-7 up, but it's probably something that is fixable, or from Martina's perspective, like that she should be able to maybe manage the game that little bit better.
True. Well, I guess that's why there's so many people being employed as sports psychologists now compared to years ago. But
Okay, just
I've no
check the
doubt
ball.
everyone listening and yourself, I've no doubt,
Score
you've
is
played with players down for years that you
7
know
serves
have
10.
all the ability in the world, but why don't they do it? And it's what's going on between the ears, you know, there's no doubt about, like, because Martina has such class, you know, in terms of the physical ability, but she has these dips in concentration.
Well, I suppose, you know.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. Oh, that was good. I thought it was good, Gavin. I know
I
Katrina's
thought it
question-
was down, but
Okay.
It's good
he's
ball.
going to give it.
It was a perfect shot.
I thought it came out so fast that it had to be good. That's my opinion.
Do you agree?
I thought it was down.
know it's
myself,
down?
Okay,
no.
fair enough.
That was up. I'd call it good. One agrees, one disagrees.
I
Score
don't-
stands
Like us.
8 serves 10.
Yeah,
It was one of those, yeah.
But I suppose, you know, just like, you would have to give tremendous credit to Katrina Casey as well, because she is such a great champion. In that period, you know, that we were saying that Martina was maybe guilty of going asleep, like Katrina, like put her to the sword, which is the hallmark of a great champion.
Absolutely.
As well.
Absolutely. There's no mercy.
No mercy, no. Just going back to that call there, I don't know if it was another wrong. She misjudged that completely.
She did.
9 serves 10.
Well, I suppose in the interest of fairness, the referee should be able to maybe ask his kind of line judges, was it up or was it not up? But I think you can only kind of utilise those on when you're calling on the lines.
Line call, exactly. That's what they call line judges.
So James,
he really should have just stood by his call.
Thank you,
That's
Katrina.
it.
yeah, well, he had to stick by his call when he made it.
Yeah, well, that's it.
But it was,
Thank
I mean,
you.
it was
The score is
50-50 call.
together
He
at 10.
thought it was up, I thought it was
Yeah.
down. Katrina thought it was down, Martina
Yeah.
thought it was up.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he
Well, it was
probably
a s-
made the right call.
it
He
was
had
a
to
s-
stick
Oh,
to his guns,
right
win the
over.
ball, play it again.
Yeah.
Check the ball. Just check the ball.
But you did make a good point that line judges are purely for line calls on the serve, and that's it, nothing else.
Well, the situation could have arisen where both line judges disagreed with him. And
Yes,
Hand off.
he was forced then to change his call, whereas
Yeah.
he shouldn't have put himself in that position.
That's true.
10 serves 10.
And he's doing an excellent job. By
He
the way.
is, absolutely.
10-10, Martina levels it up. Sharp ball, I thought.
I couldn't see it. Martina's head was in the way from my vantage point.
Oh,
Whoops.
play it again. Okay.
In fairness, these days with the speed the ball is travelling,
10
there's no
serves
doubt
10.
it's very hard to get all the calls right on the shorts, which I suppose is why we have the line judges. Good shot.
Hand off. 10 serves 10.
I suppose Martina's definitely back in the game now. It's kind of, 10-10.
Yeah. She is in it, but it'll be
know,
interesting to see does she pass her? Does she get past that?
Hand off. 10 serves 10.
I mean, she has her opportunity now, reading her, a little bit of an interview there on GA Handball Facebook page. Like, I mean, I'm sure, that she wants it badly, so she'd love to win her first senior singles, but like a 10-10 in this brilliant shot from
lovely,
Katrina.
lovely change of direction.
11 serves 10.
I know she's a game down, but like this game is still up for grabs.
Of
So like,
course
if
it is.
Martina wants it as bad as she says she does, like, I mean, I think she's in with a
Now's the time to
fighting
show it.
chance.
Yeah.
Chance here. Oh,
Oh,
brilliant!
lovely
Brilliant
disguise there.
reverse.
Yeah.
Hand off.
It takes a lot of natural
10
ability
serves
ability
11.
now to do that.
I think it takes a lot of practice as well. Because a very difficult shot. You're going against the feet and the flight of the ball. Well picked.
I think she's left that loose.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shot.
Do you see the previous 3-wall shot before it? I thought she
Hand
should have
off.
gone in and taken the 3-wall shot with her overhand rather than done it back and then struggled to get it back.
11 serves 10.
Critical stage of the game now as well.
Oh,
great
lovely
drive
shot.
on that.
Lovely.
It's a great
Hand
drive on
off.
that.
Certainly was.
10 serves
Right
11.
away from her. So
Kind
it's
of a tough
10-11.
spin. Oh.
Why did she let that
Yeah.
back around to her
Hand
leg?
off.
On the right hand there, yeah.
11 serves
She
10.
knows herself. Look at that. She loves that right corner off the back wall. There's no doubt about it. If you give him a
12
back
serves
wall,
10.
you really, really have to be expecting you maybe could take a step up with the view to trying to pick something coming out of the right corner, because she really favours that shot off the back wall.
Down.
She's going for it again there, see, even on a difficult back wall like that.
10 serves 12.
So it's 10 plays 12. Martina serving.
Good shot, good shot.
Hand off. 12 serves 10.
She couldn't come down really low enough that time. She took the ball on the fly. She really needed
Yeah,
to.
I think
the
so,
left-hand
yeah.
corner.
It ended up being loose, yeah.
Katrina's not going to miss anything now, I don't think. So like Martina really have to kind of play excellently to get back in the lead. Oh, she left it a bit high.
Yeah. Oh,
Hand off. 10 serves 12.
just heard from the crowd there. Someone says, "Come on, believe in it." I guess this is the case of where Martina has to believe in herself if she wants to win this. That's a good start. Beautiful serve.
Yeah, see her best
11
practice is
serves 12.
coincided with that serve.
Yes.
Being really, really accurate. You know,
Yes.
and it's probably it's
Short.
our ball over the duration of the game.
Second
it's
serve.
Very, very hard to get it with pinpoint accuracy all the
Of
time.
course it is, yeah.
But like I suppose if she, that's what she needs to do to get aces. There's another good one. She should have touched him with it, moved in under not to fly it, but good root shot.
Now, I think that was the correct choice of shot. That's the one she did
Hand off.
earlier, but she didn't seem that comfortable on it. That's the only thing. So,
12 serves 11.
because those 3-wall shots like that, if you let them back and hit the 4th wall and then come in flat across the back, well, they're very, very awkward to deal with there. There again, same one. She maybe that's why she's not going for it. I think it's the right choice of shot, but I think she's not comfortable doing it though.
13 serves 11.
At this stage of the game, two
Yes.
very soft
Yes.
misses from Martina. Like really, she could have done without those. And this is
True.
Katrina's just going to keep it up. There's no way
Okay,
she can
time
let
out.
that drop to the back. I don't think either.
Score is 14 serves 11.
So 14-11 is a 3-ace break, and Martina
Second
has
timeout.
missed 3.
They were gettable, most definitely, especially the 2 3 walls.
Relatively straightforward. Because
Yeah.
at this level, nothing is straightforward.
No. Still, for a girl of her ability, the first 2, the returns of the 3 wall where she went in with the overhand, she should most definitely be getting them back,
Patsy Hander saying hello to me in the crowd.
Haha, Patsy.
Great warrior.
He was in here in a suit at the semi-finals. Is he
From the
wearing a suit
county of
today?
Cavan. He's up behind me here. But terrific crowd in Kingscourt here today. I'm sure there's many, many more joining us on the Facebook live stream. We'd just like to
Oh, I see.
say a terrific job and very well done to the people in the office in Crow Park, to Bridget, Bridget, to Austin, to Dara and to Deborah for all their painstaking hard work over the last couple of weeks, so that everything is in tip-top shape for the players and the spectators, between programs and gear and liaising with the court and having everything in pristine condition, and having the cameramen here as well. I think it's a fantastic achievement and fantastic credit to them to have everything in perfect working order for us. So very well
Absolutely.
done.
Okay,
I
just
echo
check
those
the ball.
sentiments.
And of course they ship plenty of stick all the time, but the people who are dishing out the stick,
The
They
score
love to
is
dish out
14
stick. People with the
serves
most complaining
11.
use the people that just don't have a whole lot of involvement in organising things.
another unforced error from Martina, and
That was
15 serves 11.
not really helping her cause at the moment. Katrina was on it well.
oops. Up.
It's Chris, a great rally. That's down the wall.
Oh. That was a rally where Katrina actually looked in control
Hand
for most
off.
of it. Martina did very, very well
11
to come out
serves
on top.
15.
Yeah, she showed terrific athleticism.
she
To
did.
get 2 or 3 balls in a row. Oh, that's very loose.
Oh, that's terrible. After such a good rally like that.
Hand off. 15 serves 11.
A bad serve, Martina.
Give it to serve,
Straight onto the
exactly.
back wall. I don't think she could have too many complaints
No,
that time.
I don't think so either.
Katrina remains composed and unfazed.
There's a point. 16
11.
serves 11.
That's the second unforced error since the timeout. And Katrina continues to make relentless headway.
Ooh.
Hand off.
That was a little funny one. I thought she moved perfectly in line or
Yeah,
with
I
the
think
flight.
she just slightly misjudged the flight of the ball. I
Possibly,
kind of knew
yeah.
at the last second she was going
11
to miss it.
serves,
I just
16.
thought she's going to miss that. She probably just took her eyes off it, maybe.
Possibly, yeah.
She could be in trouble here. The ball popped back to her.
Oh. Another unforced error by Katrina. Whoa.
12
Two in
serves
the same
16.
year. Nice finish.
13 serves
very little
16.
on the scoreboard. 13-16.
Yeah.
Considering the amount of mistakes, this is straight off the back wall. So Martina has a chance here. Oh, she hit it too hard. No.
Oh,
Fly it. Ah, brilliant.
that was an excellent
Great shot,
finish.
Katrina.
I don't think she's anything
Good
to
shot.
complain about there.
That's a hand
No.
off.
Her own shot was a surprise. I think she missed it and it went
16
across to
serves
the left.
13.
Should have gone straight down the right, I thought, with it.
Yeah, no, she
She kind of hooked it badly, I think.
made a pig's ear of it.
Yeah.
For want of a better phrase.
That's
It's
it,
the only
yeah.
phrase that's coming to me at the
That's it, yeah.
moment.
Play it
Good ball.
over. Just check the
Dinner.
ball.
16-13, Katrina.
16 serves 13.
Big year for Irish handball as well, but you know the winners of both senior finals assuming the captaincy of Team Ireland for the World Championships in Minnesota. Obviously it'll be a tremendous honour for the both players involved. Good shot.
Lovely shot.
Hand off.
Absolutely. And with the Irish team being
13
obviously
serves
the strongest
16.
in the world for the last number of World Championships too. There's a high probability of whoever wins out the senior championship will be there or thereabouts when it comes to dishing out the silverware as well.
Hand off. 16 serves 13.
You see, Katrina is so good that like Martina actually needs to just put that serve really pinpoint accuracy, and then she just has to kill it dead
She does.
because Katrina is just getting everything.
Katrina reads the game very well, and her excellent mobility, you know, and again, as it says, the lack of
17
errors,
serves 13.
you had to really finish the ball, whether it's a perfect passing shot or a kill.
Just dropped into a very uncompromising position.
She did well to pick it. Oh,
She caught a lucky break off
she
the
did.
left-hand
She
side
did.
wall.
Yeah.
Make sure they're gold eye guards Katrina Casey has on. I just known as pink for Martina.
13
To
serves
match her
17.
shorts, and gold, if you don't mind, for Katrina Casey. She's very close to getting the gold medal, so they'll, at the moment, they'll match her medal if she can get to 21.
Oh. Yeah, a little bit of a miss it, I think. But they all
Martina will
count.
take that.
They all count.
14
Take a cry
serves
from our coach there.
17.
Take it.
14-17. She kind of played it, I would think, but it just came off her hand
It
a little
did.
bit awkwardly. Oh no!
Ouch.
What a disaster!
She's not happy with that.
17
Still there for her,
serves
though. It
14.
really is.
Great footwork from Katrina that time.
Oh,
She picked it out well.
she did.
She's in curtains now. Oh, maybe the wrong choice of shot.
Yeah. She connected that up on her shoulder rather than letting the ball down, I think, you know. I know
Handoff.
the idea was to hit it early, but still.
14 serves 17.
I thought it was coming straight off the back to her, and kind of Martina would have had to hold the position on the right hand side,
Yeah.
but that's loose, Martina. You got out of jail, Katrina will pick it up. Just after hitting every wall in the place, and Martina picked it down.
Good finish.
Fifteen serves 17.
15-17. Martina has done well to get so close
She
after
has.
so many mistakes.
Yeah. Ball.
Timeout. Timeout for Cork. Score is
Again.
16-17.
Good use to timeouts again by Katrina.
It's up for grabs now.
It certainly is.
16-17.
You had to be very impressed with Martina, especially considering the start she had. Was it 7-1 down in the second game? I think it was something like that. So she really has rallied and dug deep. And there's no doubt she's certainly in a position here to take this
Yeah,
game. but
7-1 down, yeah.
Yeah.
Warm, isn't it? I'll take your coat off.
There beside us to see Frank Daly, the Dublin fisherman.
It's like the Dublin train
Could be a
driver.
tiebreaker yet.
Is that her coming out of Connolly Station? Steam engine paddock.
40.
So this game is 30 minutes old at this stage, and it's 16 plays 17. Martina's serving. So I suppose we would have to hope for a third game.
Absolutely. I wouldn't complain if it went to a third anyway. And I don't
I'm
think
sure Katrina will
many
be
in the
trying to
crowd will
finish it
either.
in two, but from an entertainment point of view, and you know, every time you get to see such terrific players, you know, you like to see it going the distance.
Okay.
And I think it'll be good for the game as well, just, you know, it'll be a different dynamic, because Katrina has won last year's final 2-0, and you know, it'll be great to see a third game. I'm sure
would.
she won't be looking at it like that, or Martina wouldn't be looking at it like that if she was 1-0 up. But for the
Okay,
neutral
folks.
and for everybody in
Resume
attendance
play.
today, I'm sure they're maybe hoping to see a third. So it's
Score is
16 plays
16
17.
serve 17.
Martina to serve.
Short ball. Second serve.
She needs to be careful with this one now. Oh, I thought it was going to take a favourable bounce for her. That could be loose, Martina. It was hopped up to her. You know, she made up bags of it.
She did well, because really she put herself into a very, very awkward position there. A really
Together
awkward
17.
She was
Together at 17.
I wonder will that give her the impetus now to push on.
Short. Second serve.
Second serve, 17 all. It's up for grabs at this stage, and it's a toughish one for Katrina. She dug it out. Good shot. Oh, it's a big point. This is a big point in the greater scheme of the game. Is that loose from Katrina?
Oh, that certainly is loose, Martina. Oh. Oh!
Hard luck.
That was a very, very good rally. As you says, could have had a
Great
big
rally,
bearing.
17 all. Katrina
Hand off.
remains very composed. I think that was a must-win rally, really, for both girls.
Just, you okay? Just
They're
try the
gonna
floor.
get the floor. A quick wipe of the floor at 17-17. Turn them up around the right way anyway, so.
He could be from Cavan. He wouldn't want to wear it out, you know.
I'm sure there are plenty of mops up here to go around. Kingscourt
Okay, just check the
one of
ball.
finest facilities in the country.
Absolutely. It's a
I'll
credit.
actually rephrase that. Kingscourt is the
Is-
finest.
Score
facility.
is 17,
That's a third
serve
one.
17.
So at 17-17, back to the game. The All-Ireland title is up for grabs. Katrina Casey, Martina
Oh,
McMahon.
great serve. With
She couldn't
perfect
have asked
timing.
for anything more there. Perfect crotch
18 serves 17.
serve at 18-17.
Ooh.
20 or 19.
19 serves 17.
Nerves of steel, Katrina Casey.
And off.
Dragged down the wall on
Yeah,
her.
it was because she put no spin in it. She was kinda
17
like
serves 19.
A
a
17-19.
dump shot in effect.
I think Martina's going to need a couple of aces.
She got her
Hand
hand
off.
to it, but not enough.
19 serves 17.
19-17. So at this stage, Casey is the odds-on favourite to
I
win it.
would say so.
Just she hit that some belt,
Oh.
Martina.
You're
Hand off.
right.
It kind of flew back out into the middle of the alley.
Certainly, she put a right whip on it, so she did.
17 serves
17-19.
19.
Top quality ladies final. Oh, she was
Nearly
a fraction
crotch,
away
yeah.
from crotching. Oh,
Absolute great finish.
It's a good shot.
Yeah. Martina looking up.
Hand
Hopefully,
off.
with no
19
chance.
serves 17.
no, she was a couple of straights
Ah,
away.
she
from
was.
it.
She was a long way off that.
But it was a great shot from Katrina.
It
She
was.
dumped it into the corner where Martina couldn't get it.
Was that a short ball?
I thought it was over, and that's going to.
Okay.
Oh,
Down.
that would have been a real sickler now. if
Hand
Katrina
off.
had got that up.
So
As I said, Martina thought she
17
had
serves
ended the rally.
19.
Terrific stuff from both girls.
Down.
down.
What a
Whoa.
disaster.
Point.
Not what you expect of Katrina. That's one that got away, anyway.
18 serves 19.
18-19.
Oh. Now, dare we say it, but is the pressure beginning to turn on Katrina Casey?
Together at 19.
2-19. I'd say Martina will come down if she gets any chance at all. She couldn't really put herself
19
into any
serves
position.
19.
Like, obviously, the cards are stacked heavily in the favour of the person who's serving at this stage.
Absolutely. Especially when the two of them have such good serving.
And Katrina's ice cool. Oh, that's a winner, is it?
I think it was a miss hit, but take it. Take anything you get at this stage.
Hand
Kind of
off.
was dragging across the court,
Yeah.
and it just looked like she's not
19
going to get
serves
that now because it was
19.
kind of fading away from her as she was going to it. So it's 19 all. She got it up well in the roof.
Play it over.
Replay,
Oh.
replay, yeah, that had to be a replay, yeah. Just knows Katrina's choice. At the time,
19
Hawke.
serves
Third or
19,
fourth time
replay.
she's used it. A very unorthodox shot, but it has worked for her. Oh,
Oh, she no way she should. She led that to the back, but she took it out. That stuck to the wall. Chance. She hit it a bit too hard. Terrific final now. Oh.
There was contact there, I think.
Layover. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, there was contact. Alright. I think
Lay
both
over.
girls are aware of it.
Was contact.
Yeah.
Okay, 19 serves 19. Replay.
It's a replay on contact. 3 shots before, but I think both girls are happy enough to get the replay.
I think so.
19-19. Good return from Katrina. Chance here. Oh, she left it up hanging. Is that sticking in the back corner? Oh,
she got it.
I don't think she got that, but sure, look, whenever. Well picked from Katrina.
You're right, Katrina's looking around. I think she's in agreement with you. Yeah, I don't think Katrina's happy with that pick.
Time out for Martina, yep.
Time out. (2019). Martina gets the 21st. (2019).
I haven't noticed though the last few points, Katrina hasn't put the ball away as cleanly as she normally does. It's nearly like...
You see, it is an All-Ireland final as well.
That's
and
it.
I mean...
Even someone as experienced as herself and
you
as
know,
cool as herself.
Yeah.
You know, it's nearly like that.
I mean, there's no doubt in Katrina Casey. She's the most decorated female player in the history of the game in Ireland. Well, I suppose Fiona Shannon has more titles, but you know, across the board, 60x30, 1 ball, 40x20, trips to the America. The mop needs to be replaced as well. But Katrina is a fantastic player. But you know, the overall point is, I suppose, that you know everybody
feels
obviously has to feel pressure.
Of course.
At this stage in the game, it is an All-Ireland final. It's a huge occasion in any handballer's life, and I mean, Katrina has won a few titles, and it's always nice to put a couple of titles back to back. But Martina's pushing for her first one, like, and she might have just that little bit more.
She's playing with slightly more freedom though, in terms of the way she's striking the ball right now.
There was an element of doubt over that ball as well.
There certainly was, yeah.
Quiet, folks.
But it's
the play. The score is 20 serves 19.
Who has the most important one, and he thought it was up, so 20 play 19. Was that short?
I thought it was good. Yeah.
It's contact there, was it? Oh.
There we go.
So we're going to the third.
Very well played by Martina there. Very well played.
Martina didn't need to be asked twice.
That's it.
Second invitation to put that one down.
Yeah. It was noticeable, I thought anyway, that Katrina did not go flat out for the finishing kill there in the same way that Martina took that last shot, for example. Katrina's shots they tended to bounce and hitting the sidewall and coming up, you know. So it'll be interesting to see how she starts off the third game. Certainly, as you said earlier, we're not complaining about having the third game anyway.
Yeah, just give us one sector then,
She wouldn't be the type of girl that would... the her discretion.
Because I suppose whatever way you look at it, I mean, it's obviously 1-1, but it was a fantastic performance in the second game from Martina McMahon.
It certainly was.
To get back level with Katrina Casey, and then I suppose have the strength of character to see it out.
Well, you said it there, strength of character, because considering, as we mentioned at the beginning of the game, she was outscored by something in the region of 20 points to 1 over the end of the first game, the beginning of the second, you know, where she completely was taken out of it.
Yeah, and the second game took 41 minutes. So Katrina 21-12 in the first, Martina 21-19 in the second, so we've all got our wish, and it's going to the third game. Okay, so we're back. for the third game of this intriguing ladies senior singles final. Katrina won the first 21-12 and Martina stormed right back in the second to win it 21-19. So I suppose most of the neutrals have got their wish and they're going to see a third game.
It'll be very interesting to see
Right, folks, if we just get our
whether
seats,
Martina can
the
prevent
tiebreaker should
Katrina
be
from
the start.
storming off into a lead again. I think she needs to, because I don't think it's going to happen 2 games in a row whereby Katrina will let a big lead slip like she did in that last game. I think I was told in the break she was actually 10-1 up in that second game, so she was.
Okay,
10-1.
We're not
Katrina
doing our job properly. We should
going
have
to
known
start
that.
first, 0-0.
Hard to see everything. I've that many wires hanging out of me. I'm like,
At the Bionic Man. Do you remember that? Are you old enough to remember the Bionic Man?
Steve Austin, was it?
Yeah.
Oh,
$6 million man.
what, he
Hand
was
up.
the $6 million man.
Probably 6 billion
0,
nowadays.
7-0.
Probably, anyway.
So 0-0. Martina has had having a couple of chances now to go down low.
Oh, lovely shot.
Great shot.
Hand
Oh,
off,
she nearly caught herself, but still with a lovely change of direction.
0,
right.
7-0.
Martina did have the chances there.
I don't think there has been a huge momentum shift in the game, really. I
Not
know
really.
Martina kind of, you know, stuck to the wall,
Hand
dropped
off.
in the corner.
0,
Like
7-0.
You know, you'd have to say that the game is back in the melting pot, but I don't see, you know, the second game leading to a situation where Katrina's going to kind of just collapse because of the, you know, the momentum that Martina has generated in winning the second game. Good shot.
Well, certainly,
What it
Katrina.
might do, maybe what it might do, it might lead to a
1,
situation
7-0.
where Martina might play with a little bit more, maybe confidence. She might be a little bit more relaxed.
A lovely serve there.
2, 7-0.
The opening aces to Martina. Good shot.
Hand off. 0, serves 2.
Sure.
Hand off. 2, serves 0.
2-0.
Yeah, that's the same
Hand off.
loose serve that she hit earlier, and when she does it,
0,
Katrina
serves
tends to
2.
spin the ball back down the right, but it jumps away from her, and both times Martina ends up reaching for the ball and missing it. She's coming from a loose serve, basically. Mm.
1, serves 2.
I suppose given the amount of unforced errors at a critical juncture in the second game, Martina did remarkably well to kind of come back and win it. But when she did get the opportunity on 20, you know, that presented itself to kill it, she put it down
She put it down.
in no uncertain terms.
Absolutely. There was no doubt about it. She hit it sweet as a nut.
2, serves 2.
I know you're not going to hit everything now, but you know, she had a 2-ace lead and she's just kind of missed 2 cheap shots to kind of let Katrina come back into it. And I'm sure Katrina will go into the right hand corner with that.
Ooh.
Oh no.
Hand off.
That's funny by Katrina now.
2, serves 2.
Oh, good pick.
Pick from Casey. Like Katrina.
Oh,
I don't
way
like
over.
calling people by their second names.
If you missed it, you wouldn't have been looking at me. Replay.
I think Katrina's only because I think it was her backswing she was calling on. Was that it? I didn't quite catch it. I have a funny feeling that it could have been her backswing, and I know that's obviously a very dangerous situation. But I don't think
serves two.
I think
it
it was
give us an avoidable though. Really, you couldn't.
Yeah, I think it was more Martina kind of was badly in her way. I thought more so than anything else, and she kind of took away her shot. But
Yeah.
probably would have been a little bit harsh to call it avoidable.
Yeah.
I think the explanation James
Three
gave
serves two.
Katrina wasn't, she couldn't figure out how he was kind of saying that to her, but
Oh, nice shot. There's no doubt offensively,
Four
Martina's right hand has
serves
been very,
two.
very good, very consistent during the match. She's killed quite a lot of ball with her right hand. Lovely shot.
Hand off.
Precision.
2 serves 4.
it was great. Great composure though as well from Katrina. That she's just got on with it and just kept continuing playing the game, which is kind of going back to what I was saying in the first game. Like, it's a good lesson for any youngsters, kind of watching in.
She doesn't do panic, so she doesn't do getting rattled, nothing.
3
She's cool
serves
as a breeze,
4.
so she is.
3-4.
Mm.
4-4.
4 serves 4.
Shot.
Oh, lovely shot. That's a beautiful shot.
5 serves 4.
And she's back in front.
Yeah.
From 4-2 down, she's not letting her get away. That was a good serve, well picked from Martina.
There again, we saw the tomahawk. And I have to say,
she's kind of
Hand
implied
off.
that shot a lot, and I'm not
Four
sure.
serves
I'm not a
5.
fan of it at all.
Well, she didn't get any advantage really from it.
No.
She's after doing it a couple of times now, even in this game, and
I think the first game she caught Martina with the very first one, and she hasn't caught her since. So to me, it's a case of it's now a redundant shot. No need to use it anymore, basically.
Together at 5.
James and Batchelor together. The good old Irish way
5-all.
of calling the score. Whoa.
jeez, that was just as
6
could have just
serves
as
5.
easily went in the floor.
Just
It
about.
really just crept up onto the front wall, didn't it? Oh, that's loose, Katrina. Oh, Martina couldn't get her left hand on it. Shot.
I think Katrina has to go
Hand off.
revert to. I think Katrina, in my
5
opinion,
serves 6.
has been playing percentage handball for the last while. So I think she has to go back to putting away her chances the way she was in the first game.
Short.
Um,
Second
because
serve.
At the moment, because Martina is striking the ball so well, she can't afford to be playing percentage handball over her, really.
I know it, I know there was a few kind of unforced errors and mistakes, but by and large it has been a really top quality game.
Absolute, without a
From
doubt.
two terrific players, two brilliant athletes.
Yeah.
This is straight off the back wall into the right hand corner.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Good shot, Katrina.
There's no doubt this is a high quality game, high quality match.
You know,
6
even that shot
serves
Martina
6.
you know.
Together a 6.
And even before Katrina hit it, like the outcome was nearly a foregone conclusion. Like,
Absolutely.
And I mean, that's just testament to the quality of both players. It's ebbing and flowing here in the third game.
Oh. That was a
Handoff.
strange shot selection there.
6
from Katrina, I
serve
thought, again.
6.
So it's 1-all, 6-all. As Martina McMahon bids to win her first GAA handball Irish ladies senior singles title.
Handoff.
She left it short on the front wall. So Katrina
6
back
serve
into serve.
6.
That's 6-6.
Oh.
7 serve 6.
7-6.
Good
Good
serve.
serve. Timeout for Martina.
Timeout.
Timeout, okay. The score is 8 serve 6.
Yeah. So it's 8 serve 6 Katrina, and she still has the hand as cool and composed as ever.
It's good to have someone to bounce back off. It's a hard thing. Yeah. It's 21, isn't it? They might have went a little bit easier on them. No heading players now. It's a good game, isn't it? Yeah, it's tight the whole way. It's no harm. Good handball. She's an excellent handball.
Yeah, we just when we're on air, when we have just a little bit of a break in play, we just like to wish
I couldn't see it. I just took.
John Kelly, GAA Handball CEO, the best wishes in his recovery from illness. I'm sure everybody would echo my sentiments and wishing John a speedy recovery, and we hope to see him back on the courts and at the venues in Ireland as soon as possible. So a speedy and best wishes, John, from everybody in King's Court today. Your accomplices in crime in the office are doing a fantastic job in your absence. Just see Katrina Melander, the ladies minor singles runner up, going across in front of me. Of course, there's a huge crowd in here now at the moment. And both players are back on court. So it's Katrina 8, Martina 6, with Katrina to serve.
Katrina. Okay, a little bit of curious.
I'll have to get a sandwich or a bowl of soup now fairly soon. I see you had a sandwich there a minute ago.
I did.
Scores
indeed. I had
8
to pay for
serve
it too.
6.
This is Cavan, don't forget.
Oh God.
Short.
Sharp ball, second serve.
Second serve.
I think I have a fiver in my pocket there somewhere. We put it down for our expenses. This could be a critical part of the game now, especially after coming in from a timeout. That's loose for Martina. Katrina opted to go out and was a good option.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what? Every ace at this juncture in the game is critical. You know,
It is.
9 serve 6.
Katrina, I know both players are experienced, but the
This-
experience of winning a couple of titles might just stand to Katrina.
It could. It could just be simply a case of grinding
10
out.
serve 6.
Grind out the win. Don't worry about the spectacular shots. Just grind it out. Get the win. That's all that matters. It's all about
Short.
the result.
Second serve.
And Katrina certainly is very, very used to doing that. Oh, lovely shot.
Good shot from Martina.
Hand off. 6 serves 10.
6 plays 10. She reached for it well. This is a brilliant rally.
It is.
Great shots and
Very
tactics
high
from
quality here.
all players. I don't know why she let that go that extra step back to the back.
That's.
Good shot from Katrina.
I felt Martina had no choice there, just the way that the shot fell. But when it came up, Katrina took the
10
chance.
serve 6.
10-6, Katrina, and serving.
Hand off.
I think Katrina would hit those all day
6
long.
serves
in
10.
But I suppose it's just the dynamic of the final. You know, on the big occasion, she has missed a couple of them there. Great shot. Great shot from Martina.
Martina's really striking the ball very sweetly at the moment. Well, when she's at her best, she
7
always is,
serves
but
10.
the errors seem to have ironed themselves out at this stage. She's not really making bad mistakes anymore. Ooh, no.
Katrina will be disappointed with that one.
8
think so.
serves 10.
She had Martina well back behind
She
her.
had.
She left it a bit loose. She grimaced as well. She knew it. Oh, I don't believe that.
Nice.
Nice.
9 serves 10.
9-10.
Oh, lovely. That right sidearm offensively is really paying dividends for her. There's no doubt, because obviously Katrina's default return will be down the right anyway. But anytime it falls slightly short,
Together at 10.
Martina is really putting them away with the right sidearm.
10-10. Oh, what a serve. Timeout for Katrina.
Timeout.
Time out for Cork.
Yeah.
Scores 11-10.
That was some
That
serve.
was a beauty.
Absolute class serve.
So, being a betting man, Gavin, at this stage, who would you put your money on? In fairness, it's still a bit early and it is very hard to call.
Yeah, it's. I mean, it's probably. You know, maybe 20 years ago when I was younger, I was a bit more kamikaze in my betting. I'd have probably nailed my colours to the mast. But I suppose when you get that little bit older, you're a little bit more mature. But like certainly, it's whoever is going to play the last 10
Like, it's a
points,
really
11
tight
points
battle,
now. You know, the best is going to win it. Austin is going to.
Sometimes it's up.
So you know we've had a tie scoreline on 5 occasions in this third game.
This really could go down to a 1 or 2 point game. The way it's going, it's looking that way.
You know, Martina was 6-10 behind, and she's rattled off the last 5 aces to put her 11-10 in front. So, like, you know, it's whoever gets the next 10 or 11 aces, and I mean, to make a judgment call on who it's going to be, I think you'd really be sticking your neck on the line.
That's a wonderful job of sitting on the fence you did
Yeah,
there.
but
Absolutely.
I mean, is it a case that Martina, who hasn't won a title, is going to have the little bit more resolve, or is Katrina's, you know, experience just going to see her
No, I've been
that
inclined to
little bit
agree
over
with
the
you.
line?
You're playing one against the others. Oh, there's it again.
Oh.
Now she took that one up her shoulder. You know, she really kind of rushed that shot. It's not like Katrina, so it's not.
Great shot.
No, that's the way to make up for it.
Great
Just shows-
shot.
Just a last shot, just straight out of the mind onto the next shot. That's it.
10 serves 12.
That's a winner. Oh no, she dug it out. I thought it was going to drop. She goes back down the right again. Martina's very consistent with her right hand this evening.
Yeah. That's a
Brilliant shot. Brilliant shot.
Hand off. 12 serves 10.
shot.
Hand off.
Martina will be disappointed with that. It kind of came around the back wall to her, and she didn't.
10
at this
serves
level
12.
of the game, she left it loose for Katrina.
Oh, lovely serve. Lovely serve. Another cross serve.
11 serves 12.
11-12. Very close to being short, that one.
Yeah, it was very tight.
Gonna come down? No, she decided that's coming flying off the back.
Yeah.
Oh, she had the left hand
Left.
side to go in,
Yeah.
and she
Yeah.
got a lucky break with that one. Oh, great pick, Martina. This is a big point here
Ooh.
now. You see, that's a
Nice.
terrific shot now with her right
Yeah.
hand. Terrific shot. That's up.
Oh, go on, she had it. Well done. No.
This has to be put away. Oh,
Yeah, yeah. That was a wonderful rally, though. A wonderful rally. Wonderful.
Together at 12.
it's together at 12. What drama.
Oh, no, beautiful serve. She's pulling them out of the bag now.
13-12.
13 serves 12.
Katrina, 2 aces from the last 3 serves. And there's
There's a short
another
one, though.
short.
I couldn't see, just I wasn't sure if it was short or not. Short?
I thought it was short myself.
Thought it was good. I take 2.
Yeah.
Take
Think
2
is
serves.
it?
Sorry? I thought it was short.
I thought it was short now
I thought it was
myself.
short
I
too.
would definitely, it was definitely short.
I felt it was short, but
But I
Sorry?
mean,
there's a
if
bit
there
of
was
confusion here now.
confusion, he probably should just maybe give her 2 serves again.
I think so.
It was short.
What? There's a little bit of confusion here now.
I was
because,
going to take 2.
I thought
Take 2
James
serves.
initially didn't know why he couldn't see it, and then he went to the linesman and one agreed, or one said it was.
The
But he
score was
changed- he
13
changed his
serves
call, but,
12.
I mean, I would have no
It's-
hesitation with that. It was short.
I felt it was short too. But again, we have to take his vantage point from ours. Sometimes a different angle, and
Yeah,
Martina.
he was probably excited
14
because he said he couldn't see it.
serves 12.
14-12. The game is going to be won and lost here now in the next couple of aces. Oh, Katrina, how did she do that? Maybe he wasn't going to the back
Hand
wall,
off.
was it? She elected to go in
I
underneath.
just think it was an excellent
12
shot.
serves,
It was an
14.
excellent shot.
Probably, yeah. 12-14. Martina decides to go to the right with the serve.
Oh,
what a
sweet.
shot! What a shot!
Sweet. If you're as Martina is absolutely going for it.
13 serves
Yeah.
She's all
14.
holding back here now. That's what they call
Together
a
at
dead
14.
kill.
There's no answer to the bottom of the wall, and that was couldn't have been any more on the bottom. 14 all. There's a mark. 15-14. Martina can see the winning
15
post.
serves 14.
Oh,
Oh, she
she
picked
took
it.
picked it
Well
out
done.
well. Is that coming off the back to her? Oh Lord. Oh. Bump bump. Great rally from both girls. Oh, that's up. She picked it out well.
Watch it.
Up, 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 up.
Oh,
No.
I think she had 2 minds as whether to go to the back wall there or not, and the ball didn't help her.
Hand off.
No.
14 serves
Brilliant rally.
15.
That was a really
Absolutely.
brilliant rally now to
Absolutely.
give both of them their due.
This is
Point
looking like
Katrina.
2020, I think, this game.
Together at 15.
15 all. The race to 11 becomes a race to 6. Good serve. Martina picked it out well. That's coming around to her left hand. What a shot. What
Hand
a
off.
shot from Martina.
15 serves 15.
See, I'm just wondering, is you know, her first title is always kind of such a huge title to get and a lifetime ambition. Oh, she missed it.
Very similar to the previous long rally, remember that?
Do you know,
Yeah, well, certainly she doesn't seem to be letting the occasion get to her because
no,
she's
but
striking the ball very sweetly.
Is the achievement of actually winning one going to just be the difference in with ball players? I know ball players are going to want to win it, but sometimes when you have a mum on, that's a good serve from Katrina. You're always spurred on that little bit more. Well recovered from Martina. She kind of walked in underneath it a little bit. That's a tough one. Her right hand is brilliant. Martina's right hand has been hardly missed this evening. What a shot.
That's what Katrina has to do. She hit that with intent for the first time in a while now because she has
time out for Limerick.
Chances recently to put balls
Score
away
is 16-15.
and she hasn't really put them away, but that one was hit with intent, with bad intentions, as Mike Tyson used to say.
16-15, Katrina and serving. She remains tremendously composed.
Either way, it's a terrific game, I have to say, a terrific match.
Pat Murphy doing the coaching, or the words of advice with Martina. Aoife McCarthy
fairly flat in the ball.
trying to give Katrina a little bit of a pep talk.
Unbelievable. No.
It's 16-15.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
It's been a phenomenal game, though.
It certainly has. Very high quality game, very entertaining game.
For a young lassie. Yeah. Gets the ball well. Yeah.
Lovely cup at it.
She has. The way she kind of.
I think both players, you know, deserve a tremendous amount of credit for, you know, the game has been played in an exemplary sport and manner as well.
Of course.
She is. She's hanging in there.
Your house would be on her, like.
Yeah.
You know, because the stakes are high. I mean, All Ireland senior titles don't grow on trees.
This one really has to dig deep here.
Well, as you alluded to earlier too, but the whole the trip to Minnesota in August as well. Well, I suppose right now it's just a case of focus on the shot.
Yeah, well, I suppose at this stage now the trip to Minnesota is the furthest
16
thing from
serve
all players'
15.
minds.
It's just the shot.
Katrina with serve leads by 1, 16-15. Tremendous. She's got her fist around that well. Oh, she picked it out well.
She did. I thought it was going to get her.
The standard is excellent.
It really is.
It's fantastic. Great roof play. I mean, a lot of those roof shots from Katrina are. Oh.
17, serve 16.
Back. Exactly. And
Oh, sorry,
15.
not wrong. 17 serves 15.
17-15. Chance heading. Oh, ouch.
Hand off.
that was guilt-edged, I think.
15 serves 17.
Martina back in. Serve and kill.
Shot.
Short ball.
Second serve.
She's a remarkably talented left-hander.
Yeah.
That's loose,
That's
Martina.
a loose serve. Oh,
Katrina.
that's a very poor attempt. And coming straight after the
16
the setup
serves
beforehand.
17.
Pressure. The pressure is on, as Brian Murphy used to say. Back down in Wexford. Oh, that's loose, Katrina again. Oh Lord.
She was looking to get that because she had to really reach for it, really stretch.
She had to reach now. I think she
Together
got
17.
a satisfactory outcome, I think, because she was lucky to get it.
I think so. I think so too.
Lucky to go where it went as well. That's coming off the back.
Well done.
So it's a race to 4 now. Whoa.
Oh, she was very off balance there taking that. She was caught by the spin, I think, maybe.
Hand off. 17 serves 17.
So So it's really, really getting close and tense now. 17 apiece here in King's Court. Oh no. Nope, nope, nope. Oops. Oh, she did.
Good recovery. That's a sweet shot. That's a sweet shot. Katrina's roofing has really been.
18, serve 17.
She's
won a number of
a
races.
couple of really, you know, pinpoint accurate roof shots now in the last passage of play. Maybe the last 10
Shot
aces.
ball.
But
Second
Martina did
serve.
remarkably well to get him with her right hand, but like that one was just
No
was
fault,
too precise. Yeah. 18-17 to Katrina. She goes up again.
Oh, lovely shot. Lovely
What a
shot.
shot.
She clenches the fist.
She had great conviction now to
17,
take that on.
serves
Great
18.
conviction and to actually, you know, execute the shot perfectly.
Shot ball.
Shot ball, second
I thought I hit the
serve.
line.
He's going to appeal it.
Yeah, I thought I hit
Agree.
the line.
It was short.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Second
It was
serve.
very tight,
Good
but
call.
it was a good call, yeah.
Good call from the referee. Seamus O'Tuma was not happy with that call. We'd have to get a look back on action replay for him.
Nice shot. Oh, good pick.
Chance for Martina. Oh, Katrina was on it. She got it well. That stuck to the wall, is it? No. Excuse me.
Oh, whoa.
Timeout for Katrina.
Timeout.
We're going to the wire
18
here.
all.
At 18 plays 18.
This is a terrific match.
Oh yeah, it was shot ball.
So the scores in this third game have been level on 10 occasions. And at the moment it stands at 18 plays 18. Martina McMahon in search of her first All-Ireland Senior Singles title. Katrina Casey in search of her fourth. So who's it going to be?
Katrina taking a nice long time out here. This certainly is an international timeout, we'll call it. She should be called back in at this stage now, because that's really, she's a long time out of the court right now.
Yeah, but I think to be fair, probably to both players in the, you know, in the spirit of the game, she's probably back in appropriate time is probably the word I would say. You know, I suppose from James's point of view, maybe, you know, to check her at this stage probably wouldn't be.
I know.
In fairness. So it's
Scores 18,
I was
serves
probably
18.
correct there to sit on the fence back 10 aces ago.
I think you were.
Like a good gambler or punter. Whoa. Is that a setup? Didn't really come out to Martina.
No.
That's a chance though.
Oh. I know that Martina is taking her chances with more conviction right now.
You see the fact now that she's
19, serves 18.
in search of her first title, I think that might carry her over the line.
Oh, lovely. Lovely shot.
Katrina, great fisted kill.
Yeah.
Slide
Great
away.
fisted kill.
This is when the great champions don't make it hard on people looking for their first
18, serves 19.
True. Is Katrina Casey going to scream? It's still her time. 18, 19.
Ooh.
Gee, she dug it out well. Katrina.
That was an awkward one. That was a very awkward shot.
19 serves 18.
So look, it's easy up here now to say XYZ. Chance, big chance.
Oh, there it is.
20. Game
One
ball.
more for the
Hospital
lady
match
from
point.
Bradford.
Place 18.
20-18.
Short ball.
Short ball.
Second serve.
I was lucky for
She's hardly
Katrina. It
peeing
was
that.
short because
I
there was
think so.
some spin on it, or definitely a drag on it, or slowed up. Tough serve. Will
No,
she
she
go
go
for
for
it?
it.
Whoa!
That was
What a pick!
that was an unbelievable pick. That was as close as you could get to it without picking it.
18
Fantastic
serves
pick.
20.
The nerves. That's loose, Martina. Will Katrina put it down? Oh, that's that shot again.
Oh, that's
Play it over, play it over, play it over. Girls, you got to give yourselves a little bit more room to take the shot. Play it over.
18,
Scores
20.
18 serves 20.
If she had to let it go, Martina put it in the floor.
Short ball. Second serve.
Katrina's really feeling the pressure now. She had a chance there with her left hand.
She had.
She
She had.
lifted about 2 foot up. Good serve. Oh, in.
oh
Mistake.
no. What was that we were saying about the 2020, huh?
19 serves 20.
Katrina serving. Oh, that's a winner, is it?
Shot.
You have to go for that, Katrina. Oh,
Oh, it's loose. Oh, oh my God. Oh, wow. What a break. What a break. When you get a break like that, you have to wonder, is it your day?
Hand off.
I'd agree with that.
Yeah.
At 2019
20,
or 19,
serves
20 in
19.
All Ireland senior final, to get a piece of luck like that, my God. She had a half chance there. Oh, get in.
Well done, well done. Well done, Katrina Casey, well done. She was under big pressure
Hand
there.
off. Scores 19. Serves 20.
Nerves of steel from Katrina. Oh, she fluffed it. How did she do that?
Absolutely.
Oh, close marking there. Oh,
Good pick. Oh,
No. I didn't see it. I didn't see it. Yeah. I'm calling the point.
Martina's claiming that she's
20,
under her foot,
serves
but
20.
Katrina's saying that it was her shot.
I'm calling the point. Timeout. Okay.
Ooh. Well, Katrina claims it was her shot, so
2020.
wow. Wow.
Katrina to serve. Well, whatever way it goes now, Angus, like, I mean,
It's been a classic match, I think.
you'd have to say that both
Katrina won the
players
first game, 21
have performed to the ceiling of their ability. I mean, there was a few mistakes here and there, but I wouldn't be, throwing those into the mix. I mean, Katrina is probably the most phenomenal female player that I saw. Martina's matched her every step of the way,
She certainly has.
and she showed tremendous fortitude and conviction to drag herself back in the second game and to put herself in a winning position in this game.
Well, the standard has been very, very high. Very high now,
Jeez.
you know what I mean? I mean, over the course of the match, obviously there'll be a few little errors, all right, but overall the standard has been very, very high.
Yeah, it's a top quality game.
Yeah.
The standard has been brilliant, and it's probably the best senior final, certainly, that I've seen
Same here, I would agree.
in my time going to handball.
Just check the ball.
Two terrific
Katrina,
athletes.
Check the ball. Right, folks.
And the scores have been level 11 times in this game.
Score is 20. Serves 20.
Katrina, you'd have to say, serving has a huge advantage given the pressure on both players.
Short.
Short
Second
ball.
serve.
No, what type of second serve does she do? She do slow or overhand?
I really think she needs to finish it down now. Martina should hit that roof it.
It's a dirty one. That is a shot worthy of a shot.
Hand off.
And the courage to take that shot on.
I have to give her tremendous credit because that was
Guts.
Quiet,
In
folks.
fairness, now that took tremendous
I won't
guts.
say the word I was going to
20.
say, but
Serves 20.
It would be inappropriate.
it was a great strength of character to go for it, to take the shot on even in the first place. Oh, that's
Oh,
dirty.
dirty one. Oh, well done.
She picked it out well. It's back in the same place. Oh, terrific roof
It's a
shot from
dirty one
Martina.
too.
She's going to go for it. What a shot! What a shot!
What a finish. What a finish now.
Well, I'm sure the reaction of the crowd tells everybody what they need to know. Tremendous performance from Martina McMahon, and what a kill on game ball. It kind of came straight off the back wall, but she led it around to her left hand, and
Yeah.
I mean, it was obvious at that stage that she was going to go for it. And
She struck it so sweetly.
yeah, she just executed it brilliantly. But like, both players performed spectacularly well, and it's a credit to both of them.
Thank you very much. Just to say that Katrina Casey has been an outstanding champion, and she played some outstanding handball today, but it was equally matched, and more than matched, by Martina McMahon. Well done, Martina. Just while I have the mic here, I'd just like to thank everybody for their attendance here today, and I'd like to thank the Kings Court Club for their usual excellence in hosting the event here today. So it's an excellent club, Kings Court. You do an excellent job every year, and we've become so accustomed and used to it that we take it for granted. So well done, Kings Court. I'd also like to thank all the volunteers and also the referees who do a thankless job most of the time, but do excellent work for handball. So well done, lads and ladies. I'd also like to thank the team in Croke Park under Dara, who've done an excellent work here in presenting these. Austin has done tremendous work, and Deborah and Bridget. So look, thank you very much for your efforts. So without further ado, we'll go ahead with the presentation. So thank you very much.
Okay, folks, we give a round of applause for runner-up Katrina Casey. And to a winner lifting her first senior title, Martina McMahon.
the line, but yeah, I gotta say hard luck to Katrina. We're having tough battles year in, year out, and it's built up to a bit of a rivalry now, but I know the World Championships are on this year, and that's going to be a tough encounter. I'm sure we'll meet again there, well, hopefully. But yeah, I suppose unlucky Katrina, and I'm sure you'll be back to whoop me again someday, but obviously I'll try not to let that happen. But for today, I'm just gonna, I don't know, enjoy the win. Talk about making it a tough encounter, 21-20, you can't get any closer than that. But obviously then, I want to say a huge thanks to Pat Murphy, my brother Tom, and of course my mother. This means a lot to me. And then, and the mother always has to say something, but also I'd like to say thanks to Deborah, and everyone in GA Handball, and King's Court then for a lovely facility, and yeah, as you know, I'm not great at these speeches, like I'll just give the microphone to Mom, I'd say. But yeah, cheers everyone, thanks very much.